Okay, is it the Rhino spec or the Giant spec? I think it's the Rhino spec. Okay. Do we actually go for crawlers here? Or do we go for more hounds? He's got tarantulas, which counters the hounds. Mustangs are not exactly good into the tarantula either. The only thing that's good is Void Eye. But do we really go for Void Eye here? Void Eyes, Void Eyes are actually good into the tarantula. So what does he want to build against this? He wants to build Chaff, right? He could build Chaff. He's not going to build Arclight. He's going to build Crawler. He could build Hounds of his own, would be quite good. So it does seem like the Void Eye is actually a good unit to start with. The only problem is I'm not quite sure how to handle the Chaff situation. And how to, I guess you put it like this. Okay. I think this is fine, right? Because they move. This guy moves faster, so in reality, like this could even be more higher, like here. Okay, so he does go for the crawler. I think I'm happy with the Void Eye. I mean, once the chaff is gone, then it's going to be big units, and we need the DPS. The only problem is, do the Void Eyes go in? The Mustangs are going to be. We want the Mustangs to tank for the Void Eye. It's the only thing that can kill the Tarantula is the Void Eye. We almost killed him. So close. This is extremely frustrating. Okay, but we're on the right track, at least with the Void Eye. So the Wraith, don't go for the Wraith. Probably go for the Fang, just so we can get some like cover for the Void Eye. Steel Ball would also be interesting as well. I think we need the chaff a bit more, but I'm not sure where to put it. I mean, Fang could be good like this. I guess the Void Eye would just slightly move forward. I don't know if this is better. And I think we go for some chaff here. Some real chaff. So now we have a very well-rounded army, I think. Do we go for the attack or... Yeah. Just for the Void Eyes, just so it's get a little bit more DPS. Seeing that the Wraith is not great. He could even intensive train one of the Wraiths, but looks like he's intensive trained the Tarantula. At least we kind of have a front line now. At least we have some chaff. At least we have the Void Eyes relatively safe, but the range of the Void Eye is almost it's almost bad to have so much range. Okay, so now we need to really start thinking. It's obviously Phoenix's now. Alright, this is going to be really good for him to get his... we probably need to go for charge shot right away. It's kind of very high committal, but we are in some serious trouble with the DPS. Goes range, okay. Still gonna have a front line. The Phoenix is 95. The aerial spec is going to be a problem if that ever gets clicked. Oof, yeah, this might be GG. I mean, we're gonna need to pull something out of our ass. It looks like it's this rhino. Additional deploy could be good. But we're kind of almost dead, so let's not go for the additional deploy. I don't know how many more turns we have left before we're done. Could go for range on this just so we get chaff clear. We're gonna need more and more phoenixes, but we're also gonna need range on the phoenixes. It's a little bit too much. Do we keep the rhino? I think we have to. How do we deal with the tarantulas? There's just gonna be some phantom rays to tank. Maybe some phantom rays just to help tank for the phoenixes. I don't know if we need the fire quite yet. It's quite a huge investment. Let's hope that this is going to be enough. Just put down the oil first. Very nice shield. Surprised he went for 3 bubbles. It's very bad that we used it on the turn, on the wrong turn there. Level 3 tarantula is going to be crazy bad. I don't know how our chaff clear is going to be. Those 3 bubbles are definitely not good. And now front line's starting to get taken down. Just don't have an answer to his tarantulas. Alright. We really messed this up, I think. The wasps are obviously going to be good. So we'll take that. Probably even go for a spec wasp, just because he's likely to also pick wasp. Or maybe not, I don't know. Probably time to sell this. Probably time to get more phoenixes. Probably time to click the fire. He's getting more and more chaff. Go for phoenixes behind. Think we need to borrow. Let's go for another phoenix. Or do we just go for shield on these guys? Do you just go for a spec here? I think so. And let's go for another phoenix. This way he needs to go for mustangs in order to counter us. We'll even go for the temp. Okay, so you actually went for the wasps. It's very good that we went for the A spec wasps. We're actually maybe able to turn this around here. This looks like we're probably going to win this round. And we might even continue to go for more wasps. But this is exactly what we needed. We also need a wasp here because we're not quite not tanking. Not exactly tanking for here. It's looking very promising, at least this round. Alright. Could go for shield, could go for range. Probably need shield first. Additional deploy, I think. Yeah, I don't know about additional deploy. I mean, I think we're just trying to close this game out. Do we sell this? Do we sell this? Do we sell our crawler? Probably want to sell a crawler, but we'll see. Let's go for another wasp here. Click shield first. Could even click range, but I think shield first makes sense. The void eyes need to be sold. And then we can go for, we have another wasp. We go for another phoenix, I think. Let's continue to borrow every round now. Go for the range. Go for the defense, maybe. Go for... Maybe just go for a missile here also. Okay, sprinkler dogs are online. Do need these hounds to click fire here before they die. For some reason we didn't ignite this, which is not good. At least we have a few Mustangs left over. The wasps are really countering the marksman, but looks like we're gonna lose a round because he went for the oil. I think we consider going range on the Mustangs. Fire's good. The lightning storm is amazing for him. I think this is not good. Fire is not... We're not going to go fire. We're going to have to go for lightning. But can we ever go for the factory here? Will a level 1 factory, like in the corner, actually make sense? I don't even think we have money for the lightning storm. I think we just skip. I think we just go straight for the factory in the corner. Go for the beacon, but we need to sell out of something. I think we need to sell out of maybe like this wasp, this phoenix here, because it's gonna get targeted. So now we have at least like range. So we're gonna try to go for the tower here. This is the conclusion all in. Yeah, there's not much we can do here. We're gonna just have to hope for the best. Okay, goes for the lightning storm. We have a naked war factory with only range, but its only goal is to get to the tower. So this is just a straight up conclusion war factory. He's got aerial spec on his own wasps now. His crawlers are about to reach our factory, so that's not good. At least we managed to survive. This is what conclusion does, but we need to win for a few more rounds. At least we don't die right then and there. The Raiden, the Typhoon. Typhoons are going to be quite good into... I don't know. Is his wasp... I think the problem is his tarantula. His wasps aren't super scary. Our wasps can level up. I think we just go for the cell. You can go for a Typhoon. I mean, this is 600. This is 650. Is that right? So we can go for this cell, and then we can go for another factory here. Maybe we can go for a level 2 factory. Let's upgrade these guys. Let's upgrade these guys. Maybe we start sell. Okay, so go for level 2 factory here. Just try the same thing. The oil is available. Maybe we just oil here. I think we try to missile this. Or let's just go for speed. Okay, so he has the scorpion with the acid. So this is the sacrificial war factory. We don't expect this to last too long, but we could get fire here. That would be amazing. For some reason, the fire isn't quite connecting, but there we go. And let's see how much we were able to clean up during the debuff. He does have Scorpion with the acid attack, so we'll just click the photon next round. Okay. So Ion Blast is good for us. I think we take it. Photon Emission is amazing, but yeah, the Photon Emission is actually amazing. It's better than the Ion Blast. We can sell out of this. We can just go for this. We can sell out of this. And then just put like 2 factories here with the Photon Emission. You can go for 3 factories just to close this out. It's kind of wild, but it actually could work. I don't think we've ever done this specific play yet. And we'll also go for another crawler here, just so we can soak some shots up. Probably want to missile something, but yeah. All right, so let's just missile as much as we can. Not sure if we can missile here. Probably should have to. Okay. It's a very nice, hopefully the photon coating goes on all 3. It does. Goes for the melter, but 3 is going to be a huge problem for him. Of course, the chaff is not going to be amazing. The chaff clear is not good. But, I mean, if we could just aim at the tower, we should be good. There we go. My heart's beating pretty fast. Because we really... We took a really lost game, and we were able to come back with just factory shenanigans. So yeah, basically like this game was completely lost, and we didn't go for the tank factory because I think the tank factory, you just put it here, it tanks for a bit, it might have worked, but I feel like we just didn't have enough. I went for the conclusion factory, which was the corner factory with range, and the goal was we sniped the tower. Once we snipe the tower, then everything else comes. So we can try that with the armor factory instead. All right, so I think round 7 is when we came out with our first factory. It was just a level 1 factory with range. So normally speaking, I don't think we have that much money here to do that much. To me, it looked like a lost game because the lightning storm really hurts us more than anyone. So now if we went for the normal factory, we would only be able to get a level 1 factory. Okay, let's say we sell the most expensive thing we have, which is this. We might be able to get a level 2 factory in that case. So this is what we normally do. We go for the level 2 factory because it's super good. But here we actually still don't have the armor enhancement. So we can only go for a naked, no tech kind of factory. And I'm not quite sure if that's going to be good enough. We could just throw it here. It's still going to have more HP than a level 1 armor factory. But I don't know if this is going to be as effective because it doesn't really get in to the tower as quick. I find range on the war factory is actually pretty crazy good for getting into the tower. So we do have a lot of things locking on. Maybe this can work. I don't know. I don't think it works. Do get into the tower, so... But what's left over? Right, nothing. Right, so... That's why we didn't go for the tank factory. We just didn't have the money for it, but... It also... I mean, if we had armor, it could have worked. The tank factory, but then... I'm just not sure if it's as effective. Now... We hardly ever go for level 1 war factory, but... Man, if you just put range on it and then you just do a really good beacon, it could actually like really work. Watch Pig casting the conclusion like series. He does this pretty much every single game. So you just need to like watch the video from Rooster as well. You just need to see how to place this beacon. Like there's a certain way to place the beacon where it will like you know, you want to grab it from the bottom and you probably want to go like make sure there's nothing here. So like here there's nothing going to be inside this beacon. And then we'll just go here a little bit. All right, so we can go for missiles here, but we could also just go for like a distraction crawler here. So we're just hoping that the chaff kind of goes here. Nothing goes into this beacon, and then this guy will keep moving forward. We just want him to move super forward, so he just one-shots the tower at some point. Now there's something in the way. He still runs over it. Now there's a little bit of a problem. Like there's kind of stuck on the fangs, but once the fangs are done, it's just going to shoot the tower, I think. It's kind of too little too late here, so... I think we got kind of lucky placing it here. I'm not sure why it got to the tower so much quicker, but this actually failed. So we have to realize that what we did here was like insanely lucky. I'm not sure why it failed on that side. I think the reason why it failed was because he used the lightning storm, so there was nothing behind. Whereas here, if we do that same thing again, you know, just grab it from the bottom, we just go up like here. You'd imagine there's nothing here, right? And then just go like here. You know, as long as nothing goes in here, this thing will keep moving. So we'll do this. And yeah, I was going for missiles, but you don't need the missiles. The just some crawler distraction would probably be even better. Like maybe even like here. We just want some of his units. I mean, ideally here, but the problem is the missile might kill everything. So we can't really have it there. I mean, I wonder if it can actually kill everything if it's like angled here. There's got to be 2 crawlers that still survive, right? But then this tarantula will just kill those 2 crawlers. Still, we do get a little bit of a distraction, but it's not quite significant enough. So here we have like a huge backline because the lightning storm just obliterates this, but the oil actually slows everything down. We get to the tower again pretty quick. You know, like these guys are flowing in, but everything right now is the crucial time where we destroy everything. We absolutely stole this game from the opponent. He played it really well, and we played it really poorly. Okay, the debuff. So somehow we still lose this. So whatever happened in the actual game was quite amazing. Let's see what happened in the actual game. So we're at 1200, he's at 42. So yeah, so he loses by 1,000. So I'll look at that game and see whether it was the beacon or it was maybe just the missiles or maybe it was the attack upgrade or something. Yeah, I think, okay, no, it wasn't the attack upgrade. It was just, could have just been some RNG or something. And this round, you know he's going to counter it with the Scorpion. We could have just moved it right away. But I decided to leave it there just to make sure, like, he would actually counter it there. I'm surprised that the opponent didn't just move it immediately over there. We wanted to just make sure he was going to go with the acid, and then we got the nice photon spell, which made us like double down. We could have just also kept a we also could have just put the level 2 here as well, like put a level 2 here, put a level 2 here, and then just like maybe beacon this guy or maybe beacon this guy. It could have worked. There's a lot of RNG involved because you don't know what they're about to do. In my opinion, the reason why we moved them together is so we can get the photon emission, right? Because you can't really get them both at the same time. So what we can do is this. We could have also done this. I think it's completely fine to do it. So we can go for 2 more here. Now the range, the smoke isn't great. That's why we probably don't want to do it like that. So we're gonna get the photon. We can also go for like overload as well, and then just move everything in. We could also upgrade this guy, but I think we go for another tech. We can also go for HE as well, just to make sure we clean everything up super quick. But the overload is probably better. The range is very super limited on everything, but stuff will move forward, you would imagine. And we could just also go for a distraction here. All right, just to distract these guys, we could throw missiles down here. We could throw a missile down here. And we could beacon maybe these guys forward a little bit. So let's see what happens here. So this is the overload and the range enhancement. So basically these guys are just like super tower killers. But the fact that we have 3 of them makes it like really good at clearing chaff as well. And, you know, it's going to be pretty hard for him to deal with this, obviously. And actually it works even better here because he goes for the melting point on this side. So we could have probably played it like this, but it's absolutely brutal to be putting like 3 war factories like that. I mean, we're going to do 4,000 damage just like that, which is completely nuts. But this strategy is legitimately just crazy to put 3 war factories and just beacon it in. I don't know. I mean, obviously he has nothing that can compare to deal with that. He would need to have just more and more melters. I think that's the only way. But even so, you know, when you have the overload and it just beaconing in, you know, it can easily, you know, take out war factories as well. So yeah, this was super fun, but it was super crazy that we were able to come back from like such a poorly played game on our perspective. Like we just had no idea what we were doing from round 1. We went for the void eye. Everything was just falling apart round from round. Like round 5, round 6, everything. I mean, round 5, you know, we actually made some progress with the A wasps, and I think that kind of built our back line, which made it possible for us to do the war factory move. And once we saw the lightning storm, we knew that we didn't have a choice because we can't lightning storm him. Like he doesn't care about losing this. For us, we lose everything with the lightning storm. So we needed to have gone in with the war factory, just with a, you know, tower snipe and just running through his the rest of his army. So yeah, hopefully that was a fun one, and that was just a crazy game.